What do you do if you are asked by police to come to a police station to provide a statement in response to allegations that you've committed a crime? Hi, my name is Michal Mantaj, and along with many Conditsis, I'm one of the directors at Conditsis Lawyers. I'm also an accredited specialist in criminal law and a trial advocate. And in this video, I will be discussing this very important question of how to respond to an invitation by police to provide them with a statement if you are a suspect in a criminal investigation. In almost every criminal investigation, at some point the police will want to speak to the suspect, and they will want the suspect to provide them with a statement in response to the allegations that are being made against him or her. The decision that you make as to whether or not you will participate in that interview, if you find yourself in that unenviable position of having to make that decision, is a very important one, and so much so that it can either make or break the case. Get the decision right, and you could make it a lot easier to later win the case, or in some cases you might even persuade police not to lay charges against you in the first place. Get it wrong, on the other hand, and you could make it very difficult, if not impossible, to mount a defense to the allegations. Now, the usual advice that one often hears being given to people in this position is that you should never make a statement to police, and you should always remain silent whenever police ask you any questions or ask you to provide a statement. Here at Conditsis Lawyers, we have a slightly different and a more nuanced view on this issue. And that's because of the particular way in which we practice criminal law and the broad perspective that gives us in advising clients about making any decision in the course of preparing a criminal case, whether it be to participate in an interview or another decision that's made throughout the course of a criminal investigation or the criminal process. As I've mentioned before, myself and many Conditsis are trial advocates. What that means is that, unlike most other solicitors, we don't get barristers involved in cases. We run the case from beginning to end, and we appear as advocates for our clients in judge and jury trials in relation to serious criminal cases. And that gives us a perspective wherein, whenever we are thinking about a strategic decision that needs to be made in the preparation of a case, what we've always got in mind is how that decision that you make today will look in 6 or 12 months down the track in the court of law when the case is being heard before, for example, a judge and a jury. And our experience has been that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to this issue of whether or not to provide police with a statement in response to allegations. We've been in many cases where an early, convincing and credible denial of allegations made by an accused person to the police in an interview has been very valuable to the defense and has made it a lot easier to defend and to win the case. On the other hand, we've also been in many cases where clients have participated in interviews with police and have said things that have made it more difficult to defend them, or in some cases made it impossible because they've made full admissions to the offence in question. So there is no one approach that fits every situation. It's got to always be a decision made on a case-by-case basis. And that is why the best advice that I can give anyone who finds themselves in a position where they think that they might soon be asked by police to participate in the interview is obtain legal advice and obtain it early. We have a hotline, 24-hour hotline, for anyone who finds themselves in a position outside of office hours where they want to talk to a lawyer about a criminal matter, or you can call us during office hours, speak to one of our criminal lawyers, and we can take you through the situation and provide you with some guidance tailored to the particular circumstances of your particular case. In addition, we've also got an article on our website that goes through some of the considerations that you should think about when making this very important decision. And the link to that article is on the bottom of the screen. So ultimately, at the end of the day, the best advice that I can give to someone who thinks that they might shortly find themselves in a position where they've got to make a decision whether or not to provide a statement to police is get legal advice, speak to a lawyer if at all possible before making that decision. If you have any questions about either this topic or any other topic of criminal law, or in fact any other legal question, feel free to call one of our staff here at Conditsis Lawyers. We're happy to take your call and have a chat with you about your particular situation and provide you with some guidance. Thank you.